What's going on, guys? George here, and welcome to another video. I'm actually just playing Sekiro today because I want to talk about Souls-based games. This is the best one. I don't like Souls-based games that much. This is an exception. Yeah, I don't like Souls games. They're not that good. Again, with the exception of this game, because this game's combat is amazing and it's next level compared to the other Souls games. So I don't know what happened with this game, but they need to do it more often. Yeah, like, I don't know why they haven't made a Sekiro 2. Okay, I can't do this. I thought I could listen to music and record a video, not while playing this game. I guess not. If it was Call of Duty or something, maybe, but not this one. Not this one. This is some shit. It's like, oh, this boss isn't hard. I know it's not hard. It's called I Suck. Like, yeah, the regular Dark Souls games are not that good. They're really not. People say they are, but they're not. I think people just like it for like Dark Souls for the, like, not aesthetic, but like the fact that it's like medieval and like fantasy like and shit. But besides that, it's not that good. Like, if you want a better medieval game, go play fucking Elder Scrolls. I almost couldn't think of the fucking name there. I don't know why I jumped. That's horseshit. Excuse me. Like, seriously though, like, go play like Elder Scrolls or something if you want a better medieval time experience. Go play fucking what I just had the game in mind, not Elder Scrolls. Even Diablo, like, it's not the exact same gameplay style, but like give Diablo a chance and you're gonna enjoy the fuck out of it. Yeah, no, like Dark Souls has just a janky combat, like it's just so, there's no weight behind the movement, everything just feels so clunky. It's not like this game. This game feels like everything like matters. It's not just based off dodge. I like the parry aspect of this game. Makiri counter, just regular countering, the whole posture break system. It's awesome. Like, look at this, bro. What kind of high flying bullshit is this? It's like an anime. I feel like Rurouni Kenshin. But you know, without my creator being a pedophile. Now, I will say, like, lore and story-wise, I don't give a flying fuck about either Souls or Sekiro or anything. Because again, I think Sekiro is like the one exception to Souls games, though. I'm like, this game's fantastic, and I like this game. But like, even story-wise, I don't think Souls is terribly that. Like, it's probably not that interesting, honestly. I could be wrong though, so I don't know about that one. Now, here's the thing. I'll give credit where credit is due. And I will say that all these soulsborne games look fantastic. They look very good. Another issue I have with them isn't just that they suck, but like, I feel like we had like a small period of time where like everything coming out was trying to be a Souls-like game. It was like, and it's been like within the last year and a half, give or take. I don't get it. Why did everything want to be dog shit? Like, again, this game that I'm playing right here is the exception, hence why I'm playing it. But besides that, like, how can y'all play Souls games and genuinely enjoy them? It's just a piss off experience, and it's not even like it's like a fun combat either. Like this game, again, this game's a piss off too. But like, I'm having fun playing this game, and the combat's fucking awesome. Other Souls-like game is so basic. Like, I haven't played it, but like, go play Black Myth Wukong. That game looks sick. That seems like a Souls-esque like game in terms of its style of the game it went with, just toned down the difficulty. Okay, eat a dick. But yeah, it's like, it's just toned down Dark Souls-esque combat style game. And I haven't played it because it's PlayStation exclusive, unfortunately, but it looks like a hell of a lot more fun than any Dark Souls experience. Besides what the fuck is going on right now, because I'm getting kind of pissed off, honestly. But I am not completely focused on the gameplay. I'm also just trying to just talk. But I want to get you guys good gameplay. But yeah, Black Myth Wukong and God of War. I played God of War 2018. I did not play God of War Ragnarok because I was not buying that on the PS4 again. I just didn't have PS4 controllers anymore, and it's PS4. I'm not buying games for a PS4 anymore. But God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok look fantastic. They can be difficult games as well. Quite difficult games. I understand it's not the exact same thing as a Souls-like game, and it's not the same combat style. I get it, but it's difficult, and that's where you guys. Oh, I like difficult games because I'm gay. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you like hard things. But yeah, it's a lot more fun. The combat's just better. Again, better combat. Graphics are better. Story is there and it's active, and you can actually like you care about what's going on. You care about characters. Dark Souls just doesn't feel that way. I don't give a fuck about Dark Souls. Who the fuck are you in Dark Souls? Who the fuck are you? Wasn't it called like the Ashen One or something? That's fucking stupid. What the fuck, the Ashen One? You need cocoa butter? What do you mean? Like, what the fuck? That's what I'm talking about. Dark Souls is dog shit. And you're gonna sit here and tell me it's not? You're lying to yourself. Why would you do that? I don't know. Maybe it's because you need a bit more self-respect. But that's a different conversation. Now, within regards to difficulty, what I will say is this. I never went too far into Dark Souls 3 because it was difficult for me. Admittedly. And I feel like with Dark Souls, it's similar to this game where once you get the the dodge mechanic down, it becomes a lot more simple to play those kind of games. Like once you understand the invincibility frames while you're dodging in a Souls-like game, it becomes a lot easier. But on the flip side, you have this game where you can dodge all you want, but if you don't learn to parry, you're fucked. And if you don't learn Makiri counters and things like that, like, you're done. So there's a lot more aspects to this game, I feel, combat-wise, that you have to master before this game gets easy. Whereas Dark Souls, also, you can just get a really overpowered build as well. That's another thing. In this game, you're just dependent on the skills they give you and how you want to allocate those skill points. But beyond that, it's like one character, one weapon. You get the same kind of prosthetic tools as anybody else can get. It's just a matter of which ones you pick and how quickly you craft them and stuff, obviously. But other than that, like, you don't really get much in the way of customization or building a character. So I would argue that this game, maybe it's easier once you get the hang of it. I'd say actually getting the hang of it is more difficult than any other Souls-like game. And you can get away with bullshitting bullshitting your way through other Souls-like games, I'm sure. Besides maybe Dark Souls 2. I've heard Dark Souls 2 is a piss-off. Like, more so than other Souls-like games because of how it's a bit broken and has, like, even jankier mechanics than regular Soulsborne games. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, Sekiro's harder. Requires more skill, in my opinion. And I'm just saying that because I like it better, honestly. Because, again, in Dark Souls, there's not much in the way of defense besides just rolling out of the way. But, again, you can also just get a really overpowered build in Dark Souls. Does it take time to get there? Of course. But once you get there, it's kind of over with. This game, you can just keep coming across different enemies and newer bosses that you have to just get used to fucking fighting. It's not, I can't just go around one-shotting everything in this game. I mean, I can if I'm stealth, but once stealth is gone and it's just straight swords and swordsmanship, then, it's a different story. It's also a different story when people fucking have projectiles and shit. I dodged. I dodged. I dodged. I don't really know any other comparisons to Souls games besides the ones I named that aren't Soulsborne games. With Wukong. There's other ones. There's Lords of the Fallen. I know that tried to be one. Or I think it was going for that style of game. Also, if you want an unforgiving game, play Warhammer Space Marines. Like, if you want a difficult game, play Warhammer Space Marines. Like, if you're looking for games that are difficult, at least play games that are difficult and good. You can have two things at once. I know, it sounds bizarre. Like, are you sure? Like, I can actually have, like, a good game that's... Can I fucking talk? But yes, you can have a game that's good and a game that's difficult. I know, it sounds crazy. I know, it's a crazy concept to think about, but it can happen. Warhammer is a very good game. Story's very short, admittedly. The story's pretty short, which is upsetting Warhammer. You guys should have made a longer story for Space Marines too. Though the story's short, first of all, there's different difficulties to do the game on. That's number one. There's easy, there's 5 difficulties, and they're adding a new one soon. But there's different difficulties for the campaign missions, and there's also different difficulties for the cooperative PvE missions. And there's PvP as well, so I think that's pretty cool. But there's different levels, 8. There's 8 total different, cooperative PvE missions, and there's 5 difficulty levels altogether. So with that being said, you are in for a pretty long time, considering it's not an easy game. And there's also different classes you can choose. Each class is dependent on your playstyle, and then it's also beneficial to pick certain classes and certain weapons depending on who you're fighting. But I'm not here to talk more specifically about Warhammer. The point is, it's a difficult game and it's fun. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It really it gets you adrenaline going. It's fun, and you don't come out of like tough experiences like feeling like, damn, I'm just pissed off. You come out of it like, whoa, that was fucking tough, and now I'm ready for more. And in these kind of games, you're just like, wow, I want to punch a hole through my fucking house. Not my wall, the whole house. Plastic Man. Why I chased after him there? I'm just retarded. Mortal drop. Boom! Also, another thing about the combat in this game, sorry. Oh my goodness. You have posture. Posture is the thing, obviously, when you're blocking. You see my bar at the bottom. That's pretty much how much I'm able to block against regular attacks. Ugh, excuse me. It's pretty much how much I'm able to defend against regular attacks before my posture breaks and I get staggered for a moment. That's important. Because when you're doing boss fights, and it's important for me at least because I'm not good enough to keep my posture low. So, when you suck, or when you're not like a super good player, it's important because there's certain times where you want to let a boss break your posture because they're going to get staggered from their hit. Like from their own hit, they're going to need time to recover from it. And you need time to recover and get your posture back. Now, it comes back right away if your posture breaks. That's why I say, let them break your posture. You gotta play strategically with this game. Yeah, also, Genichiro's a bitch, because what the fuck do you mean you have a bow and a sword 1v1? Like, oh, I'm a swordsman. No, you're not. You're a hoe. Another thing, I was mentioning earlier, like, when you get through a difficult part in, Warhammer, how, wow, okay. Wow! When you get through a difficult part in Warhammer, you feel like accomplished and you're excited, you're ready for more. Whereas in a Souls-like game, you're just pissed off. In this game, same deal. I'm not gonna keep just glazing Sekiro while shitting on the rest of the Souls games. This game is also a piss off within regards to, like, bosses being difficult and, like, getting stuck on a boss and shit. But, at least with this game, you have the potential to finish a boss off, you have a potential to finish a boss off before they even get down to, like, bottom health, because if you break their posture, you can go for a death blow. That's number one. Also, the death blows are just so satisfying to hit that even if it takes you to the end of a boss and it takes you a bunch of tries, the moment you finally hit, you see that red marker and just drive the sword through the enemy, ooh, it's satisfying. You don't get that feeling from other Souls-like games. Other ones, it's just, oh, what douche, and then the enemy's dead. It's so, like terrible. Absolutely terrible. There's no interaction. There's no choreography behind the combat. It's just lazy. It's lazy combat. And you're gonna tell me otherwise? You're lying to yourself. Now, is there beauty in simplicity? Yeah. If I was better at Dark Souls games, would I like them? Maybe. Or would I just think, at that point, just think they're boring if I wasn't good at them? You know, like, because if the combat's not good and I got good at the game, is it gonna be that enjoyable? No. This game, even if I get good at it, the combat feels so interactive and fluid that I'm not getting bored of playing this game. I don't get bored of playing this game. I get pissed off, or I get like annoyed. I need to give myself a break. But in terms of getting bored, I wouldn't get bored of this combat. I love this combat. It's everything. It's everything I want in a game within regards to sword-like combat. But yeah, Souls games are garbage. Play something else. And that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to rant about today. And people are gonna get mad, like, oh, skill issue. You just suck at Souls games. Again, maybe that's what it is. But I just told you guys. In my mind, if I get good at a Souls game, it's gonna be boring at that point because the combat's so janky. There's no satisfying feeling to the combat of a Souls game. There's a satisfying feeling to this combat when you can do it properly. When you suck like me, it's still a piss off, but it's fun. Boom! Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe for more. Check out whatever other videos I got going on, which is probably nothing at this point. But if it is, yeah, it's not gonna be. I don't know yet. But either way, like, subscribe for more. Be on the lookout for more videos. Check out my social medias. And yeah, until next time, guys. My name is George. I'm out.